If you're over 50 and living with diabetes, chances are you've been told to avoid fruit. Too much sugar, they say. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? While it's true that certain fruits can cause blood sugar spikes, there are others that are less talked about, often misunderstood, and can actually help bring your levels down. Some fruits don't just avoid the sugar trap, they help your body fight it. Imagine being able to enjoy something naturally sweet while also supporting your health. No guilt, no second guessing, just real food doing real work. That's exactly what we're going to explore together. 7 fruits that are delicious, refreshing, and backed by science to lower your blood sugar quickly and naturally, especially for those of us navigating the ups and downs of diabetes in our 50s and beyond. You don't need exotic powders or expensive supplements to manage your blood sugar. Sometimes, the answer is sitting right in your fruit bowl. But the key is knowing which fruits to reach for and how to enjoy them the right way. That's where this guide comes in. If you've been feeling limited, frustrated, or just unsure about what to eat, this list might bring the clarity and confidence you need. Let's uncover the top 7 fruits that can help you take back control of your health in the most natural, simple, and delicious way possible. You might not think much of them at first glance. Just small, round, dark blue berries sitting quietly in your fridge. But blueberries are one of nature's most powerful weapons in the fight against high blood sugar. And the best part is, they're as delicious as they are effective. What makes blueberries such a superstar? It's their unique combination of fiber and antioxidants. These little berries are loaded with anthocyanins, a natural compound that gives them their rich color. More importantly, anthocyanins have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body responds better to insulin, allowing glucose to enter your cells more easily instead of lingering in your bloodstream. Several studies have found that regular blueberry consumption can lead to improved blood sugar control in people with type 2 diabetes. The fiber content in blueberries is another major win. Fiber slows the absorption of sugar in the digestive tract. This helps prevent sudden blood sugar spikes and gives your body more time to process carbohydrates in a steady, manageable way. For seniors managing diabetes, that kind of stability is priceless. Blueberries are also incredibly versatile. You can toss them into a bowl of plain yogurt, blend them into a smoothie with some unsweetened almond milk, or even add them to a spinach salad for a touch of natural sweetness. They're sweet enough to feel like a treat, but gentle enough to support balanced blood sugar levels. So if you're someone who's been avoiding fruit for fear of sugar, blueberries are a great place to start changing that mindset. They're not just a snack. They're a smart, natural tool in your journey to better blood sugar. And now that you've seen what a small berry can do, wait until you discover the next fruit on the list. Avocados might not look like your typical fruit, and they definitely don't taste sweet, but don't let that fool you. Technically, they are a fruit and one of the best for anyone managing diabetes after 50. What makes them so special is not what they add to your blood sugar, but what they don't. Unlike most fruits, avocados are incredibly low in carbohydrates. That alone makes them a diabetic-friendly option. But even more importantly, they're loaded with healthy fats and fiber. This unique nutritional combination helps slow digestion, reduce sugar absorption, and keep insulin levels steady throughout the day. Instead of sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride, avocados create a sense of calm and balance in your body. Another hidden benefit lies in their ability to improve insulin sensitivity. The monounsaturated fats in avocado can help your cells respond more effectively to insulin, which is a key issue for people over 50 dealing with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Even small improvements in insulin function can make a big difference in how your body handles glucose. And let's not forget how satisfying avocados are. They can help curb cravings, especially for processed carbs or sugary snacks, by keeping you full longer. Whether you mash it on whole grain toast, Dice it into a salad, or blend it into a green smoothie. Avocado fits beautifully into a diabetic-friendly lifestyle. Many people still think of fruit as something sweet, juicy, and full of sugar. But avocados prove that not all fruits follow that rule, and that's a good thing. They offer a creamy, filling, and sugar-stabilizing option for those who want to feel satisfied without spiking their glucose. And as amazing as avocados are, the next fruit on our list brings its own kind of magic, especially for your digestive system and gut health. Kiwi often gets overlooked in the fruit aisle. Maybe it's the fuzzy skin or the small size. But whatever the reason, this little green gem deserves way more attention, especially from those of us over 50 who are watching our blood sugar closely. What makes kiwi stand out is its incredibly low glycemic index. That means it won't cause sudden spikes in your blood sugar. Instead, it releases sugar slowly and steadily into your bloodstream, which helps prevent energy crashes and mood swings. For people with diabetes, especially those dealing with insulin resistance, that kind of slow-release energy is a game changer. But that's not all. Kiwi is also loaded with vitamin C, more than an orange, in fact. This powerful antioxidant plays a role in reducing inflammation, which is often elevated in people with diabetes. Lowering inflammation supports better insulin function, better blood flow, and even protection for your nerves and eyes, two areas commonly affected by uncontrolled blood sugar. And then there's the fiber. One kiwi contains about 2 grams of fiber, including both soluble and insoluble types. This helps improve digestion, promote a feeling of fullness, and slow the absorption of sugar from other foods. It's a win-win all around. One of the nicest things about kiwi is how easy it is to enjoy. You don't even have to peel it if you don't want to. The skin is edible and filled with even more fiber. Slice it up and add it to your breakfast, blend it into a smoothie, or simply eat it on its own as a refreshing snack. Its sweet tart flavor makes it satisfying without being sugary. As far as fruits go, kiwi is like the quiet kid in the room who's secretly brilliant. It works behind the scenes to support your body in more ways than you might expect. And just when you think it can't get any better, the next fruit takes sweetness to a whole new level without putting your blood sugar at risk. Cherries often feel like a summertime treat, something you eat by the handful during warm afternoons. But behind that burst of juicy sweetness lies a surprising truth. Cherries are one of the best fruits for managing blood sugar, especially for those of us over 50. Despite their rich, candy-like flavor, cherries have a relatively low glycemic index. That means they don't flood your bloodstream with sugar the way other sweet fruits might. Instead, they release glucose slowly, helping your body stay in balance and avoid those dangerous highs and lows. This makes them a perfect option for diabetics who still want something that feels indulgent without the consequences. What's more, cherries are loaded with powerful plant compounds, particularly anthocyanins, the same ones found in blueberries. These antioxidants help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are closely linked to insulin resistance. The more inflamed your body is, the harder it is for insulin to do its job. By adding cherries to your diet, you're helping to cool that internal fire and make your body more responsive to insulin. Cherries also support heart health, which is especially important for people with diabetes. They've been shown to lower levels of LDL cholesterol and help regulate blood pressure, both key factors when managing long-term complications. Of course, fresh cherries are ideal when they're in season, but you can also enjoy them frozen or unsweetened and dried. Just be careful to avoid versions with added sugar. A small bowl of cherries can make a perfect evening snack, especially when cravings hit. They're satisfying, refreshing, and naturally sweet in the best possible way. Cherries remind us that not all sweet things are off-limits. When chosen wisely, nature's candy can be a powerful ally in blood sugar control. And speaking of sweetness with a purpose, our next fruit brings a tropical twist and a powerful dose of digestive support along with it. Papaya is one of those fruits that makes you feel like you're on vacation. Its vibrant orange flesh, soft texture, and natural sweetness give off tropical vibes with every bite. But beyond its pleasant flavor, papaya carries some impressive benefits for anyone looking to manage their blood sugar, especially if you're over 50. One of the biggest advantages of papaya is its enzyme content, particularly papain. This natural enzyme supports digestion and helps your body break down proteins more efficiently. Better digestion leads to more stable blood sugar levels, because your system can process nutrients at a healthier, more controlled pace. If your digestive system is sluggish, it can make managing glucose more difficult, especially after meals. Papaya helps ease that process. But the benefits don't stop there. Papaya is also rich in antioxidants like beta-carotene and vitamin C, both of which help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Since chronic inflammation is linked to insulin resistance, these nutrients can play a supporting role in improving how your body responds to insulin. That means smoother blood sugar management with every bite. What makes papaya especially appealing for diabetics is its relatively low glycemic index, despite tasting so sweet. It won't cause a rapid spike in glucose, making it a safe choice even as a midday snack or light dessert. The natural fiber content also slows down sugar absorption and contributes to longer-lasting energy and fewer cravings. You can enjoy papaya on its own, add cubes to a fruit salad, or blend it into a creamy smoothie. Some people even sprinkle it with a touch of lime juice for an added layer of freshness. However you choose to enjoy it, papaya proves that managing diabetes doesn't mean cutting out sweet, flavorful foods. And just when you think you've found the perfect fruit, the next one takes things even further with an incredible mix of fiber and blood-cleansing power. Let's take a closer look. Pears might not get the same attention as apples or berries, but when it comes to blood sugar control, they deserve a place right at the top. Soft, juicy, and slightly grainy in texture, pears offer a comforting bite that feels both hydrating and satisfying. But their true power lies in something you can't see: their fiber content. Pears are one of the best sources of soluble fiber among all fruits. This kind of fiber acts like a sponge in your digestive system, slowing down the absorption of sugars and giving your body more time to respond with insulin. Instead of sugar flooding your bloodstream, it's released gradually, helping to maintain stable glucose levels throughout the day. For diabetics over 50, this slow and steady approach is a huge advantage. What's more, fiber helps regulate hunger. That's especially useful if you're trying to manage your weight alongside your blood sugar. A medium-sized pear can help you feel full longer, making it easier to resist less healthy snacks or high-carb temptations later in the day. The fullness you get from a pear isn't heavy or bloated. It's gentle and satisfying. Pears also contain polyphenols, which are natural compounds that support heart health and reduce inflammation. That's a critical bonus because people with diabetes are at greater risk for cardiovascular issues. Including pears in your diet can help reduce that risk while still enjoying something delicious and refreshing. To get the most out of this fruit, don't peel it. The skin is where a large portion of the fiber and antioxidants live. Just rinse it well, slice it up, and enjoy it as part of a snack or paired with a bit of protein like a few almonds or a small piece of cheese. Pears remind us that simplicity often brings the greatest benefits, and as we approach the final fruit on our list, we're turning to something a little more familiar, yet often misunderstood when it comes to diabetes. It's time to talk about the one fruit that's been feared for its sugar but actually holds the key to stable energy when eaten the right way. Guava doesn't always get the spotlight, but for those living with diabetes, especially over 50, it's one of the smartest fruits you can add to your plate. With its crisp texture, subtle sweetness, and refreshing bite, guava brings a lot more to the table than people realize. It's not just a delicious snack, It's a natural tool for stabilizing blood sugar. One of the biggest advantages of guava is its exceptionally low glycemic index. Unlike many tropical fruits, guava has a slow impact on blood sugar, meaning it won't send your glucose levels soaring after a meal. This makes it an ideal choice for diabetics, looking for sweetness without the spike. And it gets better. Guava is packed with fiber, particularly in its seeds and skin. That fiber helps slow digestion, improves satiety, and reduces the rate at which sugars enter the bloodstream. But guava's benefits don't stop there. It contains a generous amount of vitamin C, more than most citrus fruits, and that antioxidant power helps reduce inflammation, support immune function, and protect blood vessels from damage often associated with diabetes. For older adults, especially those managing multiple health concerns, that kind of nutritional density is invaluable. You can enjoy guava in several ways. Slice it and eat it raw with the skin on. Blend it into a smoothie or chop it into a fresh salad. Just be sure to avoid overly ripened varieties, as they tend to be higher in sugar. Even guava leaf tea has shown promise in helping regulate blood sugar levels in clinical studies. Guava is a perfect example of how nature hides powerful benefits in everyday places. It's gentle, nutrient-dense, and quietly effective. And now that we've explored all 7 fruits that support better blood sugar naturally, it's time to bring everything together and look at how you can start using this information today. By now, you've seen that managing your blood sugar doesn't have to mean giving up fruit. In fact, when chosen wisely, fruit can become one of your strongest allies. These 7 options: blueberries, avocados, kiwis, cherries, papayas, pears, and guavas are more than just tasty snacks. They're packed with nutrients, fiber, and natural compounds that work with your body, not against it. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to what we eat. Blood sugar levels don't bounce back as quickly, and what we once tolerated without issue might now cause fatigue, brain fog, or cravings. But the beauty of food is that it can also help restore balance. A handful of blueberries in the morning, half a guava in the afternoon, or a few slices of pear with lunch. These simple choices can have a real impact over time. And it's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Swapping high-sugar desserts for fruit with fiber. Adding avocado to a salad instead of croutons. Savoring natural sweetness while supporting your health. Every bite is a step forward, especially when you know what your body needs. Living with diabetes after 50 doesn't mean living in fear of food. It means getting smarter, listening to your body, and choosing what helps you thrive. These fruits don't promise miracles, but they offer steady support day after day, meal after meal. And when you build those small habits consistently, they grow into real results. So the next time you reach for a snack, think back to this list. You're not just feeding your hunger, you're feeding your health, your energy, and your future. Start today with one fruit, one step. Your body will thank you for it.